it is 2008, and to think that we have come so far, and then you take a step back and you think, but how far we have to go.
Friends, racism hurts us all. It hurts everyone. Racism affects us all.
We agree that racism should stop.
I have 16-year-old twins, and I look at how they're being raised, and they seem so inclusive in their relationships. It's nothing for them to have friends that are of a different cultural background. I think it's wonderful, and I believe there's true hope for that generation in the future.
To me, it means that despite of racism and all that, I won't allow it to get to me, and I'll just keep moving on.
We can all start by just treating those we meet with dignity and respect. I really don't think that's asking too much.
The Stand Against Racism is a partnership between the YWCAs of Trenton and Princeton. We've come together to unite communities, municipalities across Mercer County against a common enemy, and that's racism. Today, April 11, 2008, is the first annual Stand Against Racism. The YWCAs have successfully brought together 60 organizations that believe, like we do, that racism must be eliminated. Participating in the stand this year in 2008 includes city governments, entire school districts. We have Fortune 500 companies. We have churches, synagogues, temples, and other houses of worship, nonprofit groups, civic associations, and anybody and everybody that believes in the dignity of all people and that racism should be eliminated.
I will never forget that day when I was in the 9th grade. I was changing my clothes after physical education class, and there were 2 young men probably in the 7th and 8th grade behind me watching me as I got dressed. And I heard one of them tell the other, he said, "See, I told you they do not have tails." I couldn't believe it, friends. One child thought I was an animal with a tail. I thank God for the one who stood up, that young man who stood up against that ridiculous racist remark.
We had over 60 organizations that did some of their own things. And they were delighted that we were able to do this because it gave them a chance to organize some things. For instance, Not in Our Town went to Princeton into Palmer Square, and they were able to put signs up and advocate and have people sign peace pledges. And as people went by, they beeped in their cars. They did so many nice things, and a lot of the organizations were just thrilled to have another reason to stand against racism.
All change starts with intent. And as we stand here today, we intend to unite the community and overcome the messages of hate and discrimination promulgated by the more than 30 hate groups in New Jersey, with a powerful unity of thousands of people that believe in peace.
Some people ask, why are we standing against racism, or what made us do this? Well, the YWCA USA has given us some startling statistics that even today, 70% of Americans believe racism exists in their workplace.
I want to take just a few moments and speak to you all from the subject, stand up and keep on standing. Can you all say that with me now? Stand up and keep on standing. Amen.
The Stand Against Racism is the YWCA's attempt to be proactive, to bring the community together and send out a message that racism is not accepted, that racism will not be tolerated, and that the community strongly opposes it.
We are standing
Against racism.
Join us.
My hope for the Stand Against Racism is for the YWCA Racial Justice Institute to be a resource in the community and work with other community organizations to help do this work.
To eliminate racism, we have to learn about racism, because racism hurts everybody. It affects us all. It turns us against one another regardless of our ethnicity, and we need to stop that.
We invite anyone and everyone who believes in peace, dignity, and the respect of all people to come and join your voices to ours, and let us together speak strongly and powerfully with one voice that racism can no longer be ignored or tolerated.
As an individual committed to social justice, I stand with the YWCA against racism and discrimination of any kind.
I will commit to a lifetime of promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity
for all people in my community and in the world.
Thank you so much.